The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Bears 14, Browns nothing.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bears take over
at their own 43-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
23 yards the pickup there.
At the 32-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 24-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Under 10, 10. He's coming. We got double up. Check.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
First down, going to the air with Love. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
The 2-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Bears 21, Browns nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across. 15 yards on the play. First down.
A gain of 15. First down, Cleveland.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Give to Nick Chubb.
A gain of 3, second down.
Smith in on the
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
To Kareem Hunt.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there.
Now 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Chubb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he completes it to Hunt. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
The ball carrier.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's Cohen, and he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
First down, love to pass. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
For Kareem Hunt, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Austin Hooper.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
Seibert for the Browns field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Forecast. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Mayfield. Going back to Lander. This time he's got him complete. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Raekwon McMillan on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up
2nd down. Love.
At the 34-yard line.
And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Sammy Watkins.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back. 51, Mike. Mike 51. They're not ready. Hey, they're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Green Jack. Wrong football. But Mike 51. Mike 51.
Operating from the gun. Love. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Love looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check safety, check safety. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To Austin Hooper. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
He'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And again, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
1st down.
Mayfield on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Love. And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Love. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Bears 31, Browns 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazan to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And now here's Switzer the target, and he's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete to
the end result, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Open man is Switzer, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at the 21. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Bilal Nichols. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the gun, Mayfield going deep here for Landry. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
3 plays and out.
And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darren Lee picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 3rd down, Love. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 2nd down, Love once more. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
He was covered by...
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. There's Matt Bosher now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And that will write a finish to this ball game.